Nate the Thrill went up the hill, carrying hot water. Well, at least the heater. That would give us 11 liters, and that's enough for a shower. But this plumbing hasn't been fun. It's taken way too long to get done, so you won't hear any of my laughter. But you might hear my sighs, and you'll definitely hear cries, because my sanity has been unhappily ever after. You know what's better than plumbing? Snakes. That's right. There's a snake near where I'm working. I wonder if he wants to do my plumbing. There is a thing called a plumbing snake. How about it, snake? Please. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, come on. Come back, snake. This video has been voiced over for your protection. Yeah, so normally I just record myself talking as I work. I've always talked to myself while I work, so I might as well just, talk to you. And I did have a lot to say while I was installing this hot water heater, but it was probably stuff you didn't want to hear. It was just more ridiculous than my normal ridiculousness. Yeah, it was just a hot water heater. I've had it for months and months. So why am I just now getting around to installing it? Looks nice, by the way, doesn't it? Well, simple. It wasn't simple. Yeah, it was more than just hanging that thing on the outside of the bathroom wall. First of all, this cap I had to make out of other stuff because I couldn't find one that fit this hot water heater. Next, I had to put in all new lines going into the shower, or otherwise I just had a hot water heater hanging on the outside wall. And getting all of the fittings that I needed, the right size pipe, you already know the difficulties I've had in getting pipe. It was just going to take me forever to do. So it was a kind of a project that I did a little bit at a time, and it seemed to drag on forever. You know why? Because it took forever. The good news is I did find somewhat of a local supplier who has been able to get pipe for me, fittings for me. He's even getting us a new water closet. So it's really been great, I guess. If you want to call anything to do with plumbing great. Hey, what is this? Well, this is something I was excited to show you because that's hemp. That's right. Comes from a plant. And instead of using Teflon tape, thread tape, which I've never really liked, I decided to try this stuff. You basically put like that, it looked like face cream that I was rubbing on the threads, but it's like a lubricant. I think it's like a linseed oil based product, but it does help lubricate everything up as I pull around this hemp. I guess it's not really rope, it's just hemp fibers. And I'm really making a mess of it here because I'm not good at it. But that is going to basically be the sealant for all of our fittings. And I was excited to use it. It was the first time I've ever used it. And I would like to say I got better as I went along, but I probably got worse. Hey, bro. You're using the wrong end of those channel locks. I am? No, I actually knew. I think I knew. I use the handle to tighten fittings. I don't know if a plumber does it, but that's what I do. Here's something a plumber will never do. He's never going to hold the pipe in the sunlight so that it glistens off the fitting so he can talk about how beautiful of a joint this is. Hey, did anybody lose a circle? No, it's an O-ring, and I did lose it. And thankfully I saw it on the ground, and I was able to take the joint back apart and put it in there. And that means that we're done, other than me explaining more to you. So I'm going to go outside and talk some more. Yay! So this is it. I'm going to explain it to you really quickly. because it's really cold out today. I've got 2 coats on, 2 pairs of pants, and my brain is still half frozen. So that means I'm only working at like an 8 capacity. So we still have the flexible supply line coming from the cistern. We do need to replace that, but for right now it's going to be okay. We now have a brass 4-way distribution valve, and some of these are going to be for future use, hopefully soon future use. This one's going to be for the, what do you call that? Washing machine. Right now, Ray is washing everything of ours in a bucket. Not cool, and I should be doing that more than she is, but she's doing it all. So, wow, I just feel really bad about myself right now. Anyway, so that's going to be for the future washing machine. This one's going to be for the sink in the bathroom, and this one, as you can see, is tied into our water closet cistern. And that's really all I got to say about that. And now this one is the one that actually is a supply line for our shower inside. You can see how we cemented new lines in for that. Now as it exits the 4-way distribution valve, this main line feeds over to here, and before it gets to the hot water heater, you can see we've got a shutoff valve here. This is going to be the supply for the cold water line going to I'm doing that a lot, to the kitchen sink. And as it comes down, we have another valve here so that we can shut water on and off to our hot water heater, which stuff is just falling out. I don't know what that is. Trust me, it's a good one. It's a good one. Now, we are excited about this 11-liter tankless hot water heater. Like I say, I did have to make a cap for it, but no big deal. Down at the bottom, we have a 3-way brass distribution valve, and one is for the line that we have hooked up now going into the shower, and the other 2, again, for future use. One's going to be for the bathroom sink, and then for the kitchen sink. And yeah, and we've got it hooked up to a propane bumbler, they call them, or a propane bottle here, and we are really excited that now things are beginning to take off. If this is what the motion was for things to take off. So now I'm going to take some questions. Yes. Hi Nate, how come you didn't use plastic pipe? Well, I like copper. Next question. Yes. Hey Nate, what is this got to do with a sea-inspired bathroom? I'm going to take you inside to show you something really special. Actually, I just want to go inside. Please. Hey! Take a look at these things. Yeah, that's dolphins. I mean, not real ones. They're brass dolphin taps. And woo! When I saw these, we were looking at other shower columns, and I just couldn't buy it. I had to buy these. That means that we are going to have to work up a shower column. And I'm not saying it's going to be a dolphin shower head or anything, but it's going to be awesome. And yeah, right now I've just got a temporary shower. That's right, temporary, until I can get a shower column worked up. And you can see how we brought our lines in through the outside. Unfortunately, Ray is going to have to do some repainting because of what I've done. I really need to get out there and do some laundry in the bucket for her. But I am really excited about all this because it does feel like now this tiny bathroom is beginning to come together a little. We still have a lot of work to do. But it's like the dolphins told me. You didn't understand that? Well, you don't speak dolphin. Oh, you do? Well, these are Italian dolphins. Maybe that's the reason.
Molto grazie to our Patreon supporters of Under the Crow. Special thanks to our top crows and our crow masters. You make these videos possible. Join us on Patreon at Under the Crow.